Good morning. Welcome back to our Croatian homestead. Welcome to the farm. I haven't been on for a bit. I have been having a flu. Today is about 7 to 8 days since I had a flu. I was in bed for like 5-6 days, couldn't get up. Yesterday was the first day that I got up a little bit. Today is the day when I'm up, but I still don't feel 100%. Now the geese have started laying eggs. I've got some in the incubator going already. And you know, what I actually want to talk about geese, whether they're good, whether they're bad, whether they do a lot of damage on your homestead or whether they're good for your homestead. So while we incubate the geese and they're laying eggs, I just want to talk about them. I'm preparing some more food over there for the animals. It's a lot of noise there, so we'll get there when it's done. As the day has gone a bit longer, or much longer, the chickens have started laying more and more eggs. Now regarding the geese, if you have plenty of grass, that's all you need to feed them. That way really nice and easy. They're graziers, they will graze your lawns, they will keep the lawns down, and this is really good. If you don't have enough grass, you obviously have to supplement, give them some grains, and they'll be really happy. So regarding keeping them, they're really good. And of course, once the geese get to a certain size, they don't get sick. No bird flu or anything like that. They just don't get sick. They're resistant to basically everything and anything. They're really intelligent animals, and they're interested in trying a lot of things. It makes them really good cleanup crew on your farm. They'll clean everything and anything, but because of that behavior, that makes them also making a lot of damage and destroying a lot of your property. So they're quite destructive. I started on framing the kids' house or tree house, but the flu has just messed me up and I stopped. I think the doorway I've made way too big. So they've never gone past this area here. They came sometimes up to here. They actually never went into the garden. But since I did my orchard, they started going into the orchard and nibbling on the little fruit trees and everything. So and then started going into the garden. So what I did is I've put the net all around and all the way back down to the bees. Thinking they'll be around here, hit the net, stop, and maybe go a little bit there, and that was it. But no. So what they did is they went all the way around, up, around and up into the orchard, nibbling on my new freshly planted trees. And then here in the garden they have trampled all my spinach, everything that's under these raw covers. They have trampled everything and anything. Don't know why they're going in there, but hey, they loved going in there for some reason, because obviously I put a fence down and don't want to let them in there. They thought, okay, if you don't want to let us in there, we'll go in there. All the onion that I have, they have trampled that as well. They're a heavy animal. They're 7-8 kilos heavy. They're not, where they step, they step. I started doing the compost on my beds, but it's just wet and everything. I just didn't manage. I have a bed of carrots here. I thought I'm gonna pick them once, you know, the ground dries off a little bit. No, they picked it all for me. because they have a nice and strong beak, they can take the carrot out, but looks like they couldn't be bothered. I have gotten a goji tree and I planted it here, and this is what's left from it. I hope it's gonna come good. Now, if you don't put a fence in where you don't want them to go, eventually they'll go. Because they're so smart, I think they're following me and looking what I'm doing and when I'm doing work. And then they come in to check what I have done when I leave. So I had to buy another electric net. I have put it here, electrified, so they can't go through. They won't go through the net, but if you don't electrify, they'll eat the net. I'll show you that in a minute, in the net that I haven't electrified. So this one is electrified just so they don't eat it, not because they're gonna go through it. They won't go through it, but they'll eat it. They are just picking their point and just stopping and nibbling and nibbling and nibbling at it. They won't stop nibbling at it till they break it. Don't know what's so interesting on a net for them, but that's what they do. These chickens, young chickens, are always outside now. They're big enough for a hawk not to take them anymore, not to bother them anymore. So that's good. I have always asked myself, why is this falling, this waterproofing, crumbling and falling off, till I figured out my geese are eating it and chewing it. Basically, the thing is, if you don't want them to get somewhere, unless you put a fence in, they'll get there. I sometimes forgot to close that gate when I go up and down, and they've eaten my salad, my lettuce so many times in here. It's not even funny anymore. They love eating lettuce. Five eggs today, beautiful. And of course now, because when they're breeding, they can be very aggressive, especially to children. One more con that can be, the geese are really, really loud. I actually enjoy them making all the noise. So for me, it's a pro, not a con. It's already afternoon. I didn't even realize how quick the time went. I had to go get the kids from school. It's afternoon now, and I want to get the eggs out of the incubator and candle them. I fit 7 in the row, so I'm putting 7 every time I collect 7, I guess. This morning my friend brought 2 eggs from his geese that I gave him to him last year. So they're about a year old. Now what I want to get to is geese are long-term investment. They live for about 25 years, and eggs become the best at 3+ years. So I don't know whether it's a pro or con to wait for so long, for so many years. You'll have to decide on your own. But if you wanna have geese for a long time, or if you wanna do something, you'll have to keep them for a while. It's not like with the chicken, 7 months and they lay eggs. Well, these will lay eggs as well, but you know, after a year. But you'll see the difference. I'll show you the difference between my older geese and 9-10 months old geese. This is the size difference. Now the tray is for geese eggs, and I can fit 7 in a row. So what I do is I collect 7 eggs and put them in a row, and they go into the incubator. Last year I was collecting like 20 or something and putting them in, and then I quickly ran out of space. So this way I'm hoping by the time I get new eggs, older ones will get out and get into the top incubator to hatch, and then I'll have enough or more space than last year. This year will also determine whether I need another incubator or not. I think this one is not good, but the other one is good. This one is good too. So the first one I candle, I think it's not good. I'm not still 100% sure, but I think it's not good. And I've got 2 that I'm doubting. They're not as far along as the other ones. But I'm still gonna leave them in there, leave them for maybe 7 more days, and then I'll check just to make sure, because they are not cheap eggs. But for the first eggs that I collected, 3 that are not fertile out of 7, it's actually not bad. So now the question is, are they good or not, the geese? I don't know. I absolutely love them. They make me often mad, and I want to get rid of them. But that time passes by quickly, and then I enjoy them again. So my geese are staying put with us for a long, long time. Now I have tried or tasted geese meat for the first time last year. Maybe I tasted as a child, but I couldn't remember. And I have to say the meat is really, really tasty. Also the geese fat is a really, really good medicine, especially for any lung disease, for bronchitis. I as a child had that, and I was getting a lot of geese fat to help me from my family. So maybe that's where the love comes to the geese, I don't know. So if you want to keep geese, I reckon you can, they are good business to do. Selling goslings and geese eggs and adult geese, it's a business worth doing. I think you can make money. I mean, anything you do, you can make money. Even us, we've been selling some of these cured meats. We have made some good money. Oh, while we are at the cured meats, we have made a new Hungarian salami. My friend has actually done all the work. He's got the recipe from his Hungarian friend's parents. They're doing it the traditional way. This is old salami, really, really old, and it tastes really amazing. So we're gonna be adding this salami and making it next year for ourselves, maybe for sale, we'll see, but that's one thing that we're gonna add. The recipe is, like I said, old traditional recipe. We are not after those quick new recipes. We are after the old traditional recipe, and this one was really, really nice. Really happy with the taste of it. So this is the end of the video, of this video. Enough of me chit-chatting. I have done a few other things that I haven't recorded. I will show you in another video. But I think I'll take another 7 days pause just to become better. I still don't feel 100%. I'll be probably just doing small bits and pieces just to keep the farm ticking over, nothing special. And then hopefully in about 7 days time we'll start a little bit more. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, one thing I forgot. I'm already getting phone calls from people that bought goslings last year, and they're putting an order in for them. All I'm gonna say is you gotta be quick if you want them.